So, how are you doing today?
I'm feeling good.
You feeling good? You
Yes,
feeling
ma'am.
good? As a reminder to you, I want to tell you that whatever we talk about in our session today is between me and you. That I do not have to share that with anyone else unless, of course, you say something like you want to hurt yourself or you want to hurt somebody else. Then I have to share it. But other than that, what is said in this meeting stays in this meeting.
Yes,
Okay?
ma'am.
All right. So, how have you been since our last session?
I'm really good. I've been focused on my work, my
Okay.
ingenuity.
Okay. Very good. Very good. And I know that you are graduating this year. You just took your senior pictures.
Yes, ma'am.
How did you enjoy that?
I liked them very well. They was very nice to me.
All right. And I heard you say earlier that now your picture is going to be able to be put in the yearbook.
Yes, ma'am. They let me and my mom choose a picture each.
Oh, you got a chance to choose the picture that's going to be in the yearbook?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. What about for your sign, those yard signs? Did you choose a picture or is it the same picture?
Oh, I had it's different pictures.
Oh, okay. It's different pictures. Okay, I can't wait to see them. I know you're going to share with me, and congratulations again
Thank you.
on working hard to become a senior and for your upcoming graduation. All right, so how have you been feeling? Like, this is our and we can use this sheet right here. This is our feeling emojis, and we do this every time. So how have you been feeling? You can mark it with a highlighter.
For like the whole week or today?
Overall today, but just the whole week. How have you been feeling? Because today is Wednesday. Yes, how have you been feeling?
Happy.
Okay, all right. So if you'll mark that there too. So what are you feeling happy about?
That I finally get to take my senior pictures, and that I finally get to get all my credits so I can graduate this year. And it's just like all the week that I've been wanting to graduate, I finally got the chance to graduate this year.
Okay.
Class 25.
Yes. So I know that was important to you to get caught up and get the credits that you need so that you can graduate. At our last session, you told me that you were not, happy about not making the honor roll.
Yeah.
And that a lot of your classmates had made the honor roll and that you didn't make it and they got a chance to go to the celebration. So how are you feeling about that now?
I mean, I'm feeling grateful because at least, even though I didn't get an AB honor roll, at least I get to achieve something that I wanted, like graduating with my class instead of not getting an AB honor roll. At least I'm trying.
Very good, and I'm proud of you for that. You are doing a really good job. Really good job. And you and I talked before about the extra classes that she's going to add for you in that Ingenuity platform, and how you're going to work on those you can work on them on the Thanksgiving break.
Yes, ma'am.
You can work on the Christmas break so that you can get those classes done and so that you will be able to graduate on time.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And another thing we need to be talking about is after graduation. Now, we talked about that a little bit, but we also need to talk about what's next. And I know you have expressed to me that you want to go to Central Georgia Tech and Warner Robins. So, and if I'm not mistaken, you told me that you don't have to do the full, since you're already doing dual enrollment, you don't have to do the whole process again, but we want to make sure that you get all of that taken care of.
Yes, ma'am.
Have you thought about what you want to major in? Because you told me a
Yes,
lot of
ma'am.
different things. You told me you want to be about 3 different things.
Well, now since I came down to it, I am going to keep my promise to major in nursing and cosmetology because I want to learn how to. That's why I'm taking ECC right now to learn how to early childhood, to learn how to like be there for kids, know how to talk to kids, understand kids, because you can't be in the nursing field talking to kids any kind of way because you can lose your license for that. So I'm trying to understand how basically a kid perspective why in ECCE. So when I get out of school, I can at least I know some knowledge of how to treat kids when I go in the medical field.
Right, because you told me you want to be a pediatric nurse.
Yes, for kids. Then I want to take up to 2 to 4 turns to at least get something that says that like I'm a nurse, like in the office, basically. I want at least like, I want to know how long it take, but I at least want to do that. That's one thing. Then if that don't work out, I want it to be a cosmetologist, so at least I have some degree.
Right, all right. But our primary focus is going to be the nursing, the pediatric nursing, and then the cosmetology is the backup plan.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, all right. So, so today we're going to be talking about, we're going to review some things we talked about last time, and today we're going to be talking about calming strategies and how we manage our emotions when things don't go our way. Okay, or when, like we talked about, when you can't find your phone charger, or the teacher gets on to you or corrects you, managing those emotions. Now, at our last session, you talked about the things you value most. You said that you value putting your family first, and anything you want to elaborate on, like anything as I read these through, what you marked that were important to you, if you want to say anything about it.
When I mean by putting family first, it's like it don't matter what you go through, you always should put your family first, because that's the one who have your back the most. And when I say like volunteer to help others, it's like when like Miss Marcus, like you help me out with my work and stuff, and I want to able to do the same thing you did for me, is help somebody else out there don't have what I have.
Very good. Called reciprocating. So we always want to be focused on what we can do to serve other people and help other people, because we know how we felt when somebody helped us.
Right.
Okay. So what about being independent?
I want to learn how to do my own stuff when I'm in the real world, because it's like when, like, once you're grown, you gotta learn how to do things on your own. And I want to learn, so if I fall, how to get back up on my own feet.
Okay, very good. And this is the second page. I won't read them to you. Just any of them. Yeah. Any of them that you want to talk about.
Accomplish my goals. I want to be able to say I did something in my life that I wasn't out here just doing nothing when I graduated. And I want to be fair and treat people equal, because I want people to treat me how I want to be treated. So, and having honest and trust relationship. Like, I want to be able to trust you. Like, I want to have able to have a bond. Like, I come to you about anything, you come to me about anything.
Okay, very good, very good. I love what you said, and I love your plan to accomplish your goals. Now, we've set some goals, and like I said, one thing I want to work on today is just those calming strategies. Managing our emotions when things don't go our way. So before we even get started, tell me about the last time, and I'm not talking about the phone charger, but tell me about the last time things didn't go your way, or things didn't work out the way you wanted them to work out, and how you handled it.
When I was trying to, like, when I was in school, I was trying to, like, this was like the first semester of school, and I was trying to, like, get caught up in stuff, and like, when I was asking for help, I felt like I couldn't get help and stuff like that. Like, every time I try to ask, it's like I help you tomorrow, or I see about it, and like it just that I got frustrated because I didn't know what to do. Because every time I felt like I was asking help, I was just getting put behind or put last or something like that.
So I hear you saying, like, during the first semester when you realized that you could possibly graduate on time by taking a few extra classes, that when you went to people like school employees to say, can you help me, that people were not giving you the attention that you needed, that they weren't really trying to help you to accomplish the goal you had set for yourself.
Yes, ma'am.
And you were frustrated about that. So how did you handle that?
I took my time out to write down the things that I knew I needed, and I stayed.
You mean the classes you had not taken?
Yes, ma'am. And I asked, like, even though I wanted to give up, I asked every day. Like, I asked my teacher, I'd be like, can you relay a message to so and so about kid? Like, is there some way that she could help me? And when she started doing that, like, she gave me like months, like dates, I need to meet my goals and stuff. And when I started meeting my goals and stuff, she see I was doing my work, and I kept up with the agreement we made. That's how I can start graduating this year.
Well, I hear you saying you didn't give up. You kept talking.
Until I got into where I needed to be.
You kept talking. You kept talking to your teachers.
Understand.
Like, you just didn't give up until they responded. So you ought to be commended for that. You know, that you didn't give up, and now look at you.
I'm about to graduate.
So, and because if you had not kept pressing, to take those extra classes. It may not have been that way. So
I would have still been at point one where I didn't want to be at.
Okay, so again, we're going to be just talking about those calming strategies when things don't go our way. Like your teacher tells you, like, you talking too much. I want you to move from where you're sitting right now. I want you to move to this seat over here. Or if your mama says, I'm planning to take you here, but something happens, the car doesn't work, or something happens, now I can't take you. Okay. So how do you deal with those type situations? Tell the truth.
Like when my mama said I can't do nothing. Like sometimes I get frustrated, but then I go in my room. I talk to God about it. Like I really do. Like I talk to God about it because sometimes I be want to spaz out, like just go out because I feel like don't nobody be listening. But then I have to actually sit in there and be like God, like is there a sign? Because sometimes He give you a sign for a reason. Not to do something, not to go somewhere, and I have to really listen to Him sometimes, or I just talk to myself, or I write stuff down in my notebook, or I listen to make sure, it's a sign that she telling me no, it's just a sign she telling me I can't go somewhere, because then something might end up really happening if I actually do go.
Okay. So I heard you say that you go to your room. So that is getting away from the situation. That's walking away. I heard you say that you pray.
Okay. I pray
that you say that helps you. I heard you say that sometimes you see that if the answer is no, it really is a sign that don't do it. Okay, so today we're going to be talking about some other things we can do as well. Now, first of all, I love everything you said that you're already doing to self-monitor, to self-regulate. Okay, and I heard you say, you used the word, sometimes I want to just spaz out, like go off, just like scream out. And we know that, your birthday. Oh, you got a birthday tomorrow.
Yes.
So you're about to turn how old?
18.
18. So at 18, can we spaz out when things don't go our way?
We got to be a young adult. We got to learn how to talk things out.
Right.
And not go off.
And not go off. Oh, it's bump, because that's good. Because I know that's monitoring yourself has been something that you struggle with. And we want to make sure that that's something as you're growing and maturing, you're about to be in the real world, you're about to go off to college, that we learn how to self-regulate. Yes, self-regulate. Be in control of yourself, and you can do this. So in addition to walking away, that's what you said, in addition to praying, I also heard you say you write. So in addition to writing in your journal, these are all wonderful things. What do you think of some other things you could do? And I'm gonna share some with you as well. But can you think of something else?
You can have a sit down, talk about it, talk it out.
Okay. So one thing that I want to talk about is related to that. Is just breathing, realizing,
meditating.
Yeah, that it's not the end of the day. That is not the end of the world.
Right.
Just sitting there and just relaxing and breathing.
Take a deep breath in.
Yeah. So right now, let's practice it. Close your eyes. Just imagine there's something bad that has just happened in the classroom, okay? Or the teacher wasn't listening to you. So just close your eyes. Feel the emotions that, I could just tell her off. I could say a lot of words that would get me in trouble. But I'm going to take a deep breath instead. So let's take that deep breath in. Hold it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then let it out. Okay. Why are you laughing? Okay, let's try it again. Deep breath in. Hold it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then let it out. Now it seems comical, okay? But you know what? The research shows that it works.
Yeah, it helps you calm down.
Yeah, it helps you to take the time to calm down. Okay. All right. Anything else that you can think of?
Sit there and at least count to 4 or
Okay, counting.
Yeah. Like counting helps you calm down. So.
Yeah. So that's real good. Also, what do you think about listening to music?
That's my go-to thing. Like that's like if I don't have none of these, I vent to like I'm listening to music because like it's different type of music you can listen to that actually help your mind and stuff
good.
like that.
Yeah.
Like gospel music, praying music, church music. It actually helps you when you're going through something.
Yeah. Any other music? I mean, it's only the church music that helps you?
Gospel music, old people like old school music. It does. Like,
okay, all right. And another thing we talked about that I want to emphasize is writing in your journal. Okay, just taking the time to write out those emotions, to write those thoughts out, to get it out. Okay, you know, to write it out. And you know, one thing we talked about how, you know, making sure that you put it somewhere where your mama can't find it, or like we said, don't use those code names.
Yeah.
So just in case, you know, it lands in the wrong hands, that you
they
got
don't
those
know,
they don't know. But you know. Okay, very good. But that journaling really
does.
does.
Events when I feel like nobody listening to me, if I can vent to my note, I can write everything how I feel, and then nobody got no but me.
Right.
These two go together.
Which one?
Music.
Oh, okay. You do those together. So at home. So now at home you're able to do that easily. Okay, you're able to go to your own room, go to your own space, get away from whatever that stressor, your mother, the family environment. What about at school though, when you can't like walk out of the class?
When I can't like walk out of class, I'm gonna instantly just write in my journal, or I'm gonna instantly just take a deep breath, or I'm gonna instantly start praying. Cause like you can't always let the devil get to you, because if you do, you're gonna have a bad day. You're gonna like everything's gonna go wrong. You have to always take a moment for yourself and pray about it, or just leave it alone, or just count, like make sure you do anything that has to do with yourself before you try to go off on anybody. That's what you always should do.
Okay. All right. Well, you sound like you really are in a much better place. Because I know you haven't always done these things.
Yeah.
Like I know.
I had to come out of my shell to do half of them things.
Yeah. And I know last week when we talked, you were having a situation with another female student. Don't say her name, but how has that situation gotten, and how can you use any of what we just talked about to deal with it? So that's two questions I asked you. How is that situation going with that other student that you were having a problem with? And you know, how can you use any of this to help you with that situation?
I mean, it's going good because like we talked about it. Well, yeah, we talked about it as young adults. We talked about it, and then I prayed about it because like I forgive people. I pray about things, and I let stuff go. I mean, you don't have to like them, but you can let stuff go as long as you pray about it. Like you don't gotta love somebody. You just can like it from a distance.
Very good.
That's all you can do.
Very good. So, are you saying that that's what you?
That's what I did. Like, it's like this. I was like, it was so much going on to where like I couldn't do nothing about it. Like after we talked it out, like, but like before we talked it out, I prayed. But I was like, I don't want to deal with this no more. Like, can you like God, if we need to talk it out, give me a sign. And one day I just came to school and we just talked about it. Like we was in a room about like it was the two adults and us. We just talked about it. And it just like,
and when did that happen?
Yesterday.
Oh, yesterday. Okay, yeah. All right. Okay.
And I was the big person to sit there and talk about it.
Okay, very good. Well, I'm proud of you for that, because last week you were talking about what all she was doing and her slick comments to you, and
I let God take over it.
Okay, well, very good. Very good. That's so good to hear that things are working out so well. So, and this is self-assessment here is about self-regulation, like what we talked about, managing our feelings, managing our emotions. So it sounds like you're in a better place than you have been, but let's go through this again. I know what the term self-regulation means. Okay, so you're gonna remember 5 is always true, and 1 is always false, and 3 is not sure in the middle. You know what the term self-regulation means.
What's that mean?
It means like you're monitoring your emotions.
Oh, yes, ma'am.
That you're really self-aware. that
Yes,
you can feel. Like, how do you know when you are getting upset?
Oh,
like,
yeah, I know that.
What's happening to your physical body that you know?
Yes, ma'am.
No, I'm asking you to tell me.
Like, how I know? Because it's like, I like start shaking. I start like, my body will feel like different type of way, and then I just start tapping my leg, get nervous. That's how I know when I'm upset or when something wrong with me. I like my body language will show me before I know I'm getting mad because of how I react. That's how basically I don't really react in real life.
Okay, very good. So it sounds like then that you not only do you know what a term means, but you know how you feel when things are getting out of control.
Yes,
okay. I'm good at managing my feelings and emotions.
I mean, not really, cause like I'm working on it. Because I'm easily let people get me mad, let me get upset. I'm easily let me get out of my character, but I'm working on it.
Okay, very good, very good. So we're gonna say that that's mostly false. Okay, but we're still working on it. Okay, I know when my feelings are starting to get too intense.
Like, get to me? Oh, yeah, I know. Like,
well, you just kind of described it.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
okay.
I know.
Okay.
I'll be not myself.
Okay. I can name 3 ways to calm down, and we just kind of talked about that.
Yes,
I think you gave me more than 3. So we're gonna say you know them, but we got to put them in place. I can name 3 ways to feel more. I can name 3 ways to feel more alert. More alert.
I don't know what that means.
More focused. Okay.
I can think ways to feel more focused to myself.
Yes, to yourself.
Not really.
Okay. Yeah. So we're gonna say that is false. Then I make good choices even when I have strong feelings.
Like, what you mean?
Like even when things are intense, you say people can easily get you out of character.
Yes, ma'am.
Do you make good choices when you feel those emotions? Like you say your legs start tapping and
I try to avoid it, but like most of the time it's just like I just don't say it. I just be quiet when I'm mad because I know I'm mad. So I just try to stay away from somebody, and for me from getting in trouble, I just try to stay away from when I'm mad.
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna put here for this one. What do you think for this one?
I see. Mostly.
I make good choices.
Yes, I make
okay. All right. And we know that that's an improvement. Okay. Last year you had to go do virtual learning because of not being able to manage your emotions sometimes, and you were doing a really good job. So we want to maintain it.
Yeah, keep it up.
We want to maintain it. We know what to do, but sometimes knowing and doing it don't.
Not the same thing.
Yeah. So we want to make sure. So that's what we're going to be doing for the rest of these sessions that we have up until May. We're going to be reinforcing everything that you said, reminding you of everything you said, the way you calm down, the way you self-regulate, knowing what your values are. You said these are things you value.
Yes,
so if you let these emotions
lead,
me,
I'm not going to be.
Okay, you're not going to be able to have these as your priorities.
Yes, ma'am.
So I am going to stop us right there. You did a really